Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel English Understand Easy. Today I will talk about nouns. So let me share my screen with you and we can start right away. Oops, it doesn't work that way. Oh, here we are. All right. Here we start about nouns. As you can see, nouns are very important and there's a lot of them, many different nouns. I will explain everything. Nouns are names of everything, living things, non-living things, place, and other things. Here I highlighted nouns in one sentence. Jane is a student in high school. Okay, here is missing in the high school. I use the article. Okay, Jane, student, high school. So let's go further. We have many types of nouns. Common nouns, a boy. Proper nouns, Mark, for example. So common nouns represent a person, or common nouns talks about or give names to a person, a place, or a thing in a general way. It means common nouns begin with a capital letter only when they start a sentence or are part of a title. Now, I would like to add, these are common nouns. A boy, a city, a park, a chair, an orange, but watch out, an orange car, a car. So the article actually moves ahead of adjective. Now, somebody may argue about a high school, that school is the noun and high could be adjective, or I can make it as one word. It depends on where you're from and the spelling is the same. Now, once again, common nouns usually use an article a or an or the. Depends on grammar. It says usually because there are always some exceptions. So let's move to proper nouns. Proper nouns represents or are name of a real person, a real place, or a real thing. They always begin with a capital letter. John, Paris, Garden Park. Proper nouns don't use an article. Absolutely not. Okay, so there is not a John or a Paris or a garden park. No. Names, proper nouns, which are names of things or people or animals, do not use article. So you may have a dog as a common noun, but you say his name is Sharik. You may have a cat and you can call her Fluffy. Fluffy would be the proper noun because it is the name of the cat. So common nouns are general names. A tree, a chair, a car, a person. Proper nouns are real names. John, Honda, Archaburi. Real nouns always start with a capital letter. Always, it means every single time. Here is an example. The city of Pattaya City is small because it's common noun of Pattaya. Pattaya is the name of the city. Is in Thailand. Thailand is the country. Pattaya is in Thailand. Pattaya and Thailand are proper nouns. That's why there are two capital letters. Here is I drive a car. A car as article and a small letter at the common noun. I drive Honda. There is no article and capital letter because the car is made by Honda. The name of the car make is Honda. Then we have singular nouns and plural nouns. Singular nouns uses article for one thing, only one. A car, an animal, a tree, an orange. Plural nouns do not use articles. That would be cars, animals, trees, oranges. As you can see, plural nouns do not use articles, but they use s or es at the end. Plural nouns talk about two or more things. Cars, s, animals, trees, oranges, es. To create plural nouns, we remove an article and we add s or es. A car, plural, cars. An animal, animals. A tree, trees. An orange, oranges. Now, I will explain it one more time. A car, it's one car, cars, many cars. One animal, many animals. One tree, many trees. One orange, a lot of oranges. Okay, that's very simple. There is nothing to explain except to understand the grammar when it comes to nouns. There are many irregular plurals which changes some of the spelling of the noun. Now, what are irregular plurals? Irregular plural nouns. For example, we say a person, and that changes into few people. So one person, two people. One woman, many women. One foot, 2 feet. And many more nouns. For example, I will give you another one. Child, children. These are another irregular noun. Then we have countable and uncountable nouns. Countable, 3 cars. Countable nouns have both a singular and a plural form. They refer or they talk about people or things that you can count. We have some eggs or 20 eggs. Many cars or 5 cars. 3 people or a lot of people. 5 students. 9 apples or group of students or bag of apples. On the other hand, we have uncountable nouns, rice, water. So look at the examples. Countable nouns, 3 cars, let's say 2 dogs. Then we have uncountable nouns, rice, water. Can you calculate how many rice did you eat for dinner? Or would you say how much? 1 bowl. Water. How much water did I drink? A cup. How many waters did I drink? That doesn't work. You may hear it because somebody talks that way. But that refers, for example, oh, I drink 5 soda waters. First of all, this is grammatically wrong. I drank 5 cans of soda, and each of the soda was different. One was Coca-Cola, the other one was Pepsi, the other was ginger, the other one was sweet, and the last one was lemon. So uncountable nouns do not have a plural form. They talk about things that you usually cannot count. Some coffee, half a cup, 2 cups, 3 bags. But it's coffee, 3 bags of coffee. You cannot say 3 coffees. You will hear that, but that's wrong. Small advice. Paper, pizza, homework, air, water, rice. So how many airs did you breathe in 1 hour? 60 or 30? No. You inhale 30 times in 1 hour, and 30 times you exhale air from your lungs. So to make uncountable noun, you have to add 2 certain countable forms. That means there is a lot of water in the river. We scooped 500 gallons or barrels of water from the river, and still there was a lot of water. So 500 gallons of water is countable, but a lot of water in the river we cannot count. It's impossible. Okay? Rice. In the store, they got new order of rice. It's pink rice. So they ordered 50 kilograms of rice. Okay, 50 kilograms of rice. So now we are talking about kilograms. But how many little pieces of rice? We cannot count that. Then in countable and uncountable nouns, we have to pay attention to what I had highlighted with a green color. I have $5 in my wallet is countable because I'm talking about dollars. I have money in my wallet is uncountable because nobody knows how much money I have. So if you ask how many, it is how many dollars I have, and over here would be how much money I have. Now I'm going to leave it as it is because the color makes it different, and also many is used for countable nouns and much for uncountable nouns. And then we have possessive nouns, which has something to do with apostrophe. And I explained that in the article of apostrophe because apostrophe is used many ways and it's quite confusing. So if you want to learn about apostrophe, refer to the video about apostrophe. The possessive nouns or the possessive form of a noun tell us, okay, maybe I should say us, that something belongs to somebody. For most singular nouns, add s, apostrophe s, girl's room, David's bicycle, mom's dress. For plural nouns, that end in s, add only an apostrophe as you see it here. Parents' professions. But look, the apostrophe is after the S. It's not before the S like in singular noun. The students' books. And then we have compound nouns. When we add two nouns into one word. Compound nouns is formed by combining two or more words. Note plus book is notebook. Home plus work is homework. Tooth plus brush is toothbrush. So how about if I say home plus town? How about if I say tooth plus brush? There is many other combined words that I am not going to talk about it. It's not necessary. Just make the video shorter and self-explanatory. So one more time, nouns are names. We have common nouns and proper nouns. We have singular nouns, plural nouns. We have countable nouns, uncountable nouns. Then we have possessive nouns and compound nouns. As you see, we have a lot of different nouns. It's good to review it, see it, and pay attention to nouns because nouns are important. Bye for now.